Are we really doing enough? Unfortunately, no. In my last video, my declaration was we are not doing enough to protect the environmental conditions of our city through our action. Then the question is, what is the proof? So in today's video, I would like to highlight few indicators that prove that we are not doing enough in our city. Namaskar. I am Sudipta Singh, the Managing Director and Founder of Sustainability Leaders Odisha Private Limited. Welcome to the second episode of our series, Is Green Really Just Green? Some major indicators of my city to show the status of its environmental health. Number 1, the pollution standards of air, water and noise. The extreme temperature rise and heat waves in summer, that is called urban heat island effect. Urban flooding in monsoon, dense fog in winter, increased electricity demand and power cuts, increased water demand and groundwater depletion, the landfill management crisis, the carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas emission standards, etc. Let's talk about the air pollution in Bhubaneswar. In 2026, Odisha has repeatedly drawn national attention as a new pollution capital of India, with several of its cities frequently surpassing the New Delhi Air Quality Index ranking. As of early February 2026, air quality in the twin cities, Bhubaneswar and Cuttack, regularly fluctuates between poor to hazardous categories, with AQI readings often exceeding 250. Key factors are increasing vehicle density, construction project dust, road expansion work, seasonal waste burning and industrial emissions nearby, etc. While Delhi is historically more polluted, Bhubaneswar has been significant spikes this month, with some of the monitoring stations recording levels comparable to higher than the national capital. So are we trying to be the next Delhi? Second is the extreme temperature rise and heat waves in summer, that is called urban heat island effect. In 2026, the urban heat island effect in Bhubaneswar continues to intensify, making the city 2 to 5 degrees centigrade hotter than the surrounding rural counterparts. This phenomenon is driven by rapid urbanization, specifically a 23% increase in the built-up areas and 75% decline in the water bodies from 2018 to 2024, alongside heat-absorbing asphalt and concrete. In this last 5 years, Bhubaneswar has experienced a dramatic escalation in extreme weather, highlighted by the longest heatwave spells in the history in 2024 and record-breaking winter warmth in 2026. In the last 20 years, Bhubaneswar has experienced a significant and rapid temperature rise, with average temperature increasing by approximately 9 degrees centigrade since 2000. Isn't it alarming? Now let's talk about urban flooding in monsoon. Bhubaneswar city, capital of Odisha, covers 145 km square and its most important economic and administrative hub in the country. However, the urban flooding in Bhubaneswar is a current challenge driven by rapid unplanned urbanization and intensified by the climate change-induced rainfall patterns. Approximately 45% of the city is identified as being within high to very high flood susceptibility zones, particularly in the southern, southeast and central parts of the city. Urban flooding turns capital streets into rivers and disturbs normal life. The primary cause are drainage encroachment, urban growth and climate factors, etc. Isn't it demanding an improved stormwater management plan to be implemented in Bhubaneswar? Dense fog in winter. Dense fog frequently impacted Bhubaneswar in early 2026, with major incidents reported on New Year's Day and around February 16 to 18, significantly reducing visibility to 50 meters and disrupting traffic. The Indian Meteorological Department issued multiple yellow alerts warning of the dense fog in Khurda and 9 other districts. The dense smog, that is fog and smoke, are caused by the combination of both air pollution and localized climate weather conditions. While natural weather patterns facilitate fog formation, but the extreme density and the persistence are due to the high level of air pollution. Did you ever this kind of fog or smog in your past which was so damaging? Then the fifth indicator is the increased electricity demand and the power cuts during the summer. Odisha electricity sector is currently experiencing a period of rapid growth with the state's peak power demand surging by nearly 40% over the last 4 years alone. As of early 2026, Odisha has moved to the third rank in India for per capita electricity consumption. What is the impact in Bhubaneswar? The Tata Power Central Odisha (TPCODL), which serves the capital, saw its energy sales jump from 6,202 million unit in 21 to 80,853 million unit by 24. What are the factors behind this projection? Urban demand. In hubs like Bhubaneswar, the rapid adoption of air conditioners and energy intensive appliances is driving record peak loads. Industrial expansion. Odisha's role as a major hub of aluminium and steel ensures high constant base load that pushes per capita average upward. Improved access, reliable 24/7 power supply and the completion of universal electrification projects like Saubhagya, Sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana by our Honorable Prime Minister have expanded the total consumer base. Are we taking any major action to control or reduce this growing demand of energy? Increased water demand and depletion of groundwater level. As of 2025, Bhubaneswar's water demand has outpaced its current surface water supply capacity, primarily due to city's population surge from 8.4 lakhs in 2011 to 13 lakhs. The daily water demand is 304 mld. The existing supply capacity is 238 mld. So the deficit is 65 mld already. The national benchmark of per capita target is 135 LPCT, while Bhubaneswar is planning for urban growth up to 200 LPCT because of the high tourist and the commercial activity. So the city is currently managing a significant shortfall through the supplemental groundwater extraction. The groundwater extraction increased up to 48% in 2024. Which is signaling our unsustainable usage. Data indicates that the average depletion is 0.53 meters below ground level in the last 5 years. In some areas, it is also dropping over 10 meters. Groundwater levels in Khurda and surrounding areas are depleting rapidly, promoting urgent calls for water conservation. Landfill hazards. Bhubaneswar is currently facing a significant waste management crisis characterized by the growing mountain of garbage at the temporary transit stations near Sainik School. This accumulation is largely due to rapid urbanization, with the city now generating approximately 700 tons of solid waste daily. The TTS garbage hill is a massive pile of over 50,000 tons of solid waste has accumulated at the TTS site, drawing comparison to Delhi's infamous Ghazipur landfill. Failed disposal sites. Previous attempt to dispose the waste at Daruthenka landfill site faced intense resistance from the local villagers, forcing the BMC to rely heavily on these temporary transit points. Then legal issues. Residents in areas like Kalinga Bihar, Gadakona have reported severe health issues including respiratory and skin infections due to unscientific dumping. The National Green Tribunal and the High Court have both intervened, seeking formal treatment plans from BMC. So don't you think we have already received the danger signal in our city now? The carbon dioxide label or the greenhouse emission standards. Odisha's economy is highly dependent on the industrial sector, which contributes 36% to the gross state value added at the current price. While a cornerstone for the economy, fossil fuel-based industrial activities have contributed to the state's increasing greenhouse gas emissions. The total greenhouse gas emissions in 23 were 305 million metric ton carbon equivalent. The overall emissions have increased at compound annual growth of 5.6% since 2013. Subsequently, the per capita emissions have increased 5.1% during this period. The state emits 6.9 metric ton carbon equivalent per capita, which is higher than the India's per capita average of 2.8 metric ton carbon equivalent. Overall, the emission intensity has reduced by 7.3% below 2005 levels. However, this is much lower compared to the country's overall achievement of 33% reduction of emission intensity from 2005 level. Hence, we should realize where we are standing now in comparison to our commitments. The honest truth is, we as responsible citizens of Odisha are not doing enough. Sustainability cannot be a side project. It must become a core development philosophy. Isolated plantation drives, symbolic cleanups, and the policy documents without enforcement will not help us achieve long-term planetary health. If the current system is not delivering sustainable outcomes, then it's time to rethink and reform the system with accountability, innovation, and community ownership. So friends, now it's your turn. These are just few indicators. What are the other indicators you are observing in your city? Now let's start the conversation. Let's build awareness and let's take some action. Your like, share and subscription will help us in building the green community of Odisha. In our next video, we will discuss about what is the real problem. Till then, thank you so much.